Welcome back to another episode of the 161 Report series recap. I'm Bobby, that's Kyle, and the Yankees sweep the Boston Red Sox at home, but Aaron Judge doesn't get 61 or 62. But hey, came away with a sweep. Great job by the team.
Yeah, it was I predicted 3 out of 4, so I'm definitely gonna take this.
Yeah.
It was awesome to see. It wasn't a great series by any means, but it was, I don't know. I thought it was refreshing. It looked like a lot of first half coming back alive. It's
Yeah.
nice to see.
hmm
And the division lead is back up to 8.5 with a chance to clinch it tonight.
Yeah. That was
Crazy.
that's
But
crazy. It's
yeah.
like you said, I like how you said it reminded you of the first half. Because I
hmm
mean look at the score of the games though, 5-4 game one, 5-4 game two, 7-5 game three, and 2-0 in the shortened rain 6 inning game in game four. But the games were close, but every single game they had life.
hmm
They kind of gave up some leads with the iffy pitching, but then they battled back, stayed in the game the entire game. Like they were just alive. There was life this entire series, even though the scoreboard didn't really show that they dominated the Red Sox like realistically it should have, but they did show life, and I like how you kind of put that back to the first half because that's what they need going into the end of the season now, last couple weeks.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think this was just like obviously every single series against the Red Sox, it just seems like the Yankees just can't put it together. It always seems like a split or, a series loss, whatever it is. But this 4 game series was exactly what the Yankees needed going into Toronto tonight. Um, yeah. Um, so obviously, we'll break this down a little bit. Game one, I thought um, it was pretty crazy to see. It was some guys coming up, who we have been asking to come up in big moments. We got Higashioka. He started off with a sac fly, nothing too crazy, but it was still good to see his back come around a little bit. Stanton, yet again, building off of that IL stint. And Harrison Bader, he's making an impact. It might
Yeah,
not be anything flashy or crazy, but you can tell something's up with him, and
yeah,
it's so nice,
yeah,
so
it's
nice to
awesome.
see. And then
That energy
Josh,
that we've talked about.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
He just adds more of that energy to this bench and to this team that we really needed.
hmm
And then of course Josh Donaldson walked it off
Yeah.
5-4 with a single to left.
hmm
Good to see.
Yeah, it was awesome. Jameson Tyone pitched game one.
hmm
I mean, again, brilliant performance. 6 scoreless innings, 8 strikeouts against the Red Sox. I mean, can't ask for much better than that, especially from Tyone.
Yeah.
But then that's when, like we're talking about the shakiness of the pitching, Clark
hmm
Schmidt definitely uh definitely didn't do great. 4 earned
No.
runs, 3 hits, like just can't happen. But then again, like you said, they battled back and then they ended up coming back and winning the game. But
Yeah.
that kind of seemed like the common theme throughout this series of Yankees go out to a lead, kind of blow it, but then they just keep fighting and eventually win every game. But
Yeah. It was obviously that mark in the bullpen there by Schmidt. However, though, everybody else was very solid.
yeah,
He looked all right in his third of an inning. He walked 2 batters, had 1 strikeout. Trevino came in, pitched the rest of that inning for Chapman. And then Holmes,
yeah,
2 innings. He got the win.
yeah.
That was awesome.
I was scared.
Yeah, I was too. But he only gave up 1 hit and he had 1 strikeout. I mean, you can't ask for much more out of your supposed closer. Um, so yeah, 2 innings. It's awesome to see.
And that was Judge's almost 61st, right? That's
Uh,
was that game? Yeah.
I believe so. But somebody needs to fire that cameraman because that was just ridiculous. Um, I mean, obviously everybody thought the way the camera went, the announcers just it was wild. I definitely thought he had it. But yeah, we're gonna obviously get more into that a little bit, but
Yeah,
yeah.
that
And
sucked.
yeah, it did. It was I definitely thought it was it. I jumped up along with many other
Oh
Yankee
yeah,
fans. I was livid, and then I buried my face into a pillow after I figured out that it was not a home run. But yeah, going into game 2 though, we had Garrett Cole on the mound. And
Ugh,
boy, oh boy, this just keeps adding to the whole Red Sox thing. Why can't he pitch against
I
Boston?
don't know.
I
It's
don't get it.
so annoying.
It's tough, but he gave up a home run to Tommy Pham. He made it 1-0 Boston. Um, and that was actually the 30th home run allowed by Garrett Cole this season. That's I believe he's second in the majors.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Um,
sure.
that's tough, and that's not what you want out of your ace. I mean, and I think we actually talked about this last start that Garrett Cole had. It wasn't great, but it wasn't as bad as this. But it was tough. But of course, out of everybody to come up big, Aaron Hicks,
Yeah,
that was awesome.
yeah. I mean, like we always shit on Aaron Hicks a little bit on
Yeah.
this, but like at the end of the day, like that probably felt so good for him. The
Yeah,
fans
he needed
booing
it.
him, obviously he's not right mentally, like whatever the comments he's made about not basically saying not wanting to be here and all that. And for him
Hmm
to come up big in that
Yeah.
moment, it was really cool for him. And I'm sure it was
Yeah.
a sigh, he had a sigh of relief back in the dugout, clubhouse, whatever. But he had a great game.
Yeah, he had to. This was huge from him. Didn't expect it at all, but that he hit a home run to tie up the game, and then an RBI single made it 2-1 Yankees. Glaber stayed hot. I thought that was awesome. I'm riding this whole Glaber thing until it fizzles out. I'm huge on Glaber right now.
Yeah,
But yeah, he made it 4-1 Yankees, and then of course, this is where things got a little controversial. Um, this was I believe how it went was Alex Verdugo was up to the plate,
yes,
and Garrett Cole threw a pitch. He believed it was a strike. Me personally, I
it
did
wasn't.
not. I thought it was a ball. Um, and then of course the very next pitch, Alex Verdugo takes him deep to tie up the game at 4. That was a 3-run shot. And then him and Boone both got tossed.
Yeah,
Obviously, that's not what you want. And like, obviously, Garrett Cole was finished after that inning, so
yeah,
it's kind of whatever. But I was kind of hyped to see Boone right there.
yeah.
He was right there backing up his ace, exactly what you want from a manager. Um, but yeah, I thought it was a obviously I don't like seeing that out of Cole, that emotion. Um, you
Yeah,
kind of just got to take it because it obviously was not a strike.
yeah.
But yeah.
It's. I texted you immediately after that happened that night,
Yeah.
and I might have said some things that I'm not gonna repeat now, but
Yeah, I did too. But
but Garrett Cole, he he just needs to figure it out and not let one pitch, one call ruin his outings.
yeah,
Because that's what seems to happen way too much with him.
it
Like
does.
I,
Yeah.
I hate to use I'm not gonna say that. I hate people calling him a mental midget because like who knows? I'm sure he's like not that way. But the
Yeah.
things like this where he missed a call or he thinks the umpire missed a call, then he gives up a home run, which
hmm
kind of blows his start up. And there in that moment, he's almost like blaming the umpire for him giving up the home run. Like take
Yeah.
responsibility, make the pitches when you're supposed to. And
hmm
it seems like he always has an excuse for his bad starts or bad whatever happens.
Yeah.
whenever anything bad happens and it starts, it seems like he always has an excuse that's not I messed up.
No, I that's been the issue that I've had with Cole a lot is that he doesn't seem to take responsibility for, giving up that big pitch and that's what I want from Cole. Like, yeah, you had a BS outing. Just suck it up, take responsibility, and just come out, tossing the next one and just try to have a better start. That's all we ask. I mean, obviously that contract along with the way he has pitched and the amount of big games and these kind of starts that he's had, he gets a lot of BS from Yankee fans, but it's like if you just take responsibility, that goes a long way in New York.
Yeah. And I mean, we all know what happened in the wild card game last year in Boston, which again,
Yeah.
in Boston, can't pitch in there, whatever. But
Yeah.
this postseason, he has a chance to kind of turn things around in from the
Hmm.
Yankees fans' point of view. This
Yeah.
is definitely not his best season by any means. I mean, like you said,
Hmm.
he's given up the second most home runs in baseball.
Yeah.
If he could put the Yankees on his back this
Hmm.
postseason and really pitch like an ace, like the guy that we
Yeah.
need him to, he'll win fans over. But he needs to do that this October.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. And lucky for him, with that win last night, we knocked the Red Sox out of playoff contention. So we are not going to be seeing Boston in October. It's a perfect time to flip the script, get Yankee fans on your side, and go out and shove, just like we all know that Garrett Cole can do.
Yeah,
I'm never gonna question his stuff because it's there. It's
yeah.
always gonna be there. But it's the extra things that go along with it that go a long way.
Hmm.
But after Cole's start, his ERA is now up to 3.49 on the year. Obviously not what you want. But like we just talked about, he has a chance to turn around in October, and all will be forgiven.
Yeah,
But um, I thought Bader had an amazing play in this game, and I think it won the Yankees the game. Truly, I do. Jose Trevino was up to the plate. He had an RBI single, but I believe Bader was on first base. And as it was dropping in to the field, he read it and he knew like that's just heads up base running, and it's something that he has like that's what I was excited when we traded for him.
yeah,
Things with his speed, his base running, his defense all makes up for whatever kind of bat he provides.
right.
And this is another example. I think he won us the game. Obviously, Trevino, he's the one who put the ball in play, everything. But the way it landed into center field, it was kind of, that's Bader. I mean, that's what he brings. And I thought it was amazing. I
Yeah,
thought it was awesome.
and
And the Yankees ended up winning 5-4 because of that play.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Just like we said, he makes the small plays. The baseball IQ, the instincts on him are just
Hmm.
you can just tell from the what 5 games that we've seen him play, four, whatever it's been,
I believe it's, yeah,
six, whatever, I don't know.
six, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
six.
yeah,
You can just tell, like, I love this guy.
I do too. Yeah.
It's awesome. But
Yeah.
so on to game 3 now. There
Hmm.
was nothing else from game 2, right? That we need to.
Nope. That's I just want to give like a quick thing to the bullpen. Marinaccio Loizaga locked it down after Cole gave up no earned runs in 3 innings
Yeah,
combined. So
Loizaga pitched too, right?
yeah, he had 2 innings and he got the win. And Marinaccio pitched 1 inning. Both each of them had a pair of strikeouts. So exactly what you need.
Yeah.
But yeah, game 3.
And then game 3, the
Hmm.
bats came alive.
They did.
Home runs were going out, other than Aaron Judge,
Hmm.
who the 50,000 fans there were all wanted to see. They didn't care about
Yeah.
anyone else's home runs other than Judge. But Rizzo homered, Glaber homered, Oswaldo homered. Um, what do you call it? Rizzo's was,
That was what won the game.
yeah, that was the go-ahead home run later on in the game. I forget what inning, but
Hmm.
offense showed up, and it was really good to see.
Yeah, it was. And I loved this was my favorite game of the series. I thought it was a lot of back and forth, and this is what I just said before we like really got into it. Was there was a lot of first half Yankees in this series, and I think Game Three perfectly describes that. You had Glaber making it 1-0 Yankees. By the way, that was on a 3-0 pitch. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
But and then Casas and McGuire hit back-to-back bombs off of Herman to make it 3-1 Boston.
I'm sorry to interrupt real quick.
Yeah,
Why do they kill the Yankees this year? It's not like Devers does own Cole, but
yeah.
like McGuire and Cassis seem like they've been homering every game against the Yankees.
It's true. It's there. And I believe Casas has about 4 home runs in his big league career, and 3 of them are off the Yankees. Um, it's something like that. I do know his majority. He
Yeah,
doesn't have a lot of home runs. It's under 5,
yeah,
and I know the
it's
majority of them are from Yankee pitching.
yeah. And
And
he's batting like
McGuire, yeah,
125.
I know. And it was just, yeah, you're completely right. There are those Yankee killers out there. I'm not excited for George Springer tonight, but
Oh,
back to this.
sorry.
Casas and McGuire, of course, back to back off Herman, and then IKF with some small ball made it 1 run game, 32 Boston. Oswaldo coming up big again.
Yeah,
Dude, that was a moonshot too.
yeah, that was
That was
awesome.
no short porch.
No way.
That was a good one. Josh Donaldson comes up. And then Verdugo yet again. I thought this was I don't know, whatever. But and then Rizzo coming up big, seven
Yeah.
five Yankees. Um, I do want to talk about this a little bit. I wanted to get your reaction of what you thought about Zach Britton. This was the this is when we saw him.
Um,
He
well,
did walk in that run, by the way.
yeah.
But
Three walks.
yeah.
3 walks in his season debut.
Hmm.
It was nice to see him back,
Yeah.
but um, yeah, I'm not sure. I
So
wasn't thrilled with that. Oh,
obviously the box score obviously is not what you want, but
yeah.
how did you like his command, his stuff? Like did he look all right? Did he look comfortable to you?
I mean, I don't know, like, because I like Zach Britton,
Yeah. Hmm.
but I was trying to think of, like, do you think he's going to be on the playoff roster?
Oh man, it's so hard to tell strictly because we still have 3 of our relievers rehabbing in Scranton at the moment.
Yeah,
I believe Abreu, Castro, and there was one more. I forget who else it was, but we have 3 big league relievers in Scranton at the moment.
right.
And do you leave Britton off? Probably, in my
Because
eyes.
did you see that there are rumors that the Yankees might DFA Chapman?
I wanted to bring this up. I wasn't sure if you saw that or not. I believe it was Joel Sherman who
Yeah,
tweeted that. Um, that's going to be, I mean, what I expected, kind of, just because you have guys up here right now, Litke, Schmidt, even though he's been shaky as of late, Efros. You got Trevino, now Britton back up here, and then you have the 3 in the minors, like who are rehabbing.
yeah.
Is there room? And we can't trust Chapman.
I think they're gonna go with Britton or Chapman.
Yeah,
So
and
if
not yeah.
like only one of them. So if they
Hmm.
want Britton on the roster, if they think he's gonna be on the roster, I think Chapman gets DFA'd.
And I could see it. I really could. I mean, he's a free agent at the end of this year. I believe
Yeah,
Britton is too, and
yeah,
Green. We have a lot of like high end relievers
yeah,
who we signed to crazy deals in the past couple years that are coming off the books.
yeah,
Now, obviously, that's a huge asset for the Yankees with all that money, especially given how they've been careful ever since signing Cole with the whole payroll thing. So I don't know.
yeah,
I really don't. I mean, I've been wanting Chapman like off of this team for a long time.
yeah.
Um,
Because it's not even like they
but
would lose that much money. It's only two
no,
weeks worth of pay or whatever it is that like they're gonna pay him for not playing. But like it
and
doesn't even matter
yeah,
at this point.
I would honestly, if there was one man left off, for me, it would be either between Britton or Chapman.
Right.
And I would take Britton over Chapman. Me personally,
Yeah.
I feel more comfortable with Weitzer, Licky, Marinaccio, Schmidt. I feel more comfortable with any of them on the mound more than I do Chapman.
Yeah.
Because if he gets a runner on, that just screws him up. And
Yeah.
then that's it, you
Hmm.
know?
Yeah. I don't
But
know.
yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I did want to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, just the sentimental side of me. I would be sad to see him go, but
Yeah.
it's obvious that he's not coming back.
Right.
So, but yeah, and then Rizzo coming up big yet again,
That was awesome.
7-5. That's how the game ended. Bullpen did pretty good. Obviously, Britton he gave up one run. Trevino gave up one run, and then Licky, Schmidt, and Efros
Yeah.
0 run runs.
Litke was a little shaky though.
He definitely didn't look himself. Obviously with those two walks. I'm sorry with the one walk, but yeah, and he allowed three hits, which I don't know. I mean, I like Lucas Licky. He's
Me
been
too.
coming up big for us. So
Not
I'm
gonna
not
be
gonna hold it
perfect.
against him. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And then on to game four, Sunday night baseball. 6 inning game, but
Yeah.
they still got the win, 2-0. I mean, nothing really um notable. I mean, Nestor
And
pitched
Nestor
good,
he was the
six
story
inning,
of this game.
well,
Yeah.
complete game in
Yeah.
quotes. But
Yeah.
I don't like how that's counted as a complete game.
I agree. I don't either, but
Because like now
you
you
know,
look at the stats and it says that Nestor pitched a complete game.
yeah, I mean,
That's so dumb.
yeah, it is, but I mean, what are you gonna do? But this whole game was based off of Nestor.
Oh yeah,
Nestor just, I mean, 6 innings, one hit allowed, 0 earned runs, two walks, and five strikeouts. His
yeah.
season ERA is down to 2.56.
I know. It's
That's
insane.
oh my God. I mean, I expected Nestor to have like keep going from his last year's performance.
Yeah.
I did not expect this
No way.
by any means. I mean, I always feel comfortable with him on the mound. And I don't care who we're playing.
No.
Like you give me the Dodgers in LA and you put Cortez on the mound, I feel comfortable and I feel like we have a chance to win that game. It's
I'm not
now
disagreeing with
obviously
you.
the offense, is a different story, but
Right.
dude, Cortez is just
He's our
he's
ace.
something else. Dude, like I mean, I've had people in my comments saying that, and it's do I disagree with them? I'm in
This
the
year
middle
he pitched
still.
like our ace. That's a fact.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
Now, okay, I want to ask you this. Game one, who are you going
You have to go Cole.
with?
You do. I think you do.
Yeah.
I think you just do based off the fact of who he is, the contract, and all that. Now,
And
does he
and
deserve it this year? Probably not. But
yeah,
I think you have to. It's
I definitely like the way you put that. I'm glad that you gave some like,
hmm
compliments to Nestor because he's been our best pitcher.
He
I
has.
mean,
There's no
obviously, and
question.
yeah, and the it would be like a slap to the face to Garrett Cole if you don't have him game one.
Yeah.
It's just I hate to say, it, but I feel more comfortable with Cortez on the mound.
Oh yeah. Me too.
It's but on the offensive side of this game, Trevino, he kept it going.
Yeah.
Jose Trevino, he made it 1-0 on an RBI single. Aaron Hicks scored on a very weird Red Sox type of
Oh
error.
yeah.
This was when the rain started coming down and Rob
Oh, that was
Refsnyder.
heavy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna blame him for it. That rain was intense, and the only reason why that rain delay went so long was because Aaron Judge was literally gonna get an at bat right after the delay ended.
I know.
But yeah, I mean, can't really blame Ref Snyder all that much. But it was just like it adds to the Red Sox whole season.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
kind of funny, but
Yeah.
yeah, he dropped it. He dropped literally a fly ball. Yeah, Hicks scored on the air. It was 2-0 Yankees at that point, and then the game was called in the bottom of the sixth inning.
Yeah, for like
And
2 hours. It seemed an
yeah,
hour and a half maybe. But
and
shout
then
out to Oswald Peraza,
yeah, he what was that? 2 for 3, 3 for 3 that
two for
game?
three. Got
Yeah,
the start,
very good.
2 hits. He's like, you know what? I'm still here. If you
Yeah.
guys, whenever you guys want to play me, I'll hit.
See, and the thing I loved about his at bats so much was Judge was batting behind him.
Yeah,
He gave Judge a chance every time he was at the plate, it felt like. He played
yeah,
he played very well, and it's good to see. Obviously, I want him to get more playing time. Um, but I don't see that happening with the way this roster is constructed and
yeah,
how set on, Josh Donaldson and Glaber,
yeah,
IKF. So, you know, it's good to see him making opportunities when he can.
yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, I mean, I think that's really it. You have anything else from this series that you want to point out?
Um, I don't think so. It was just an overall good, well-rounded series. I thought nothing too flashy, but they got the job done, and that's what I. It was awesome to see.
Yeah. And then tonight, 3 game series starts in Toronto.
Hmm.
It's, I mean, the Yankees' magic number to clinch the division is 2, I
It is
think.
too, yeah.
Um, I mean, these games, once they clinch the division, which they're bound to do,
Yeah.
if not this series, the next series, I'm not stressing too much. And I don't think the Yankees are either. Obviously, they're going to
Hmm.
try and win, but I think the main focus is just get those 2 wins out of the way
Hmm.
to clinch the division and kind of just relax up until the end of the season.
Yeah.
Um, and then, of course, the Judge
Hmm.
still needs to get 2 more home runs.
Yeah.
I think I think he was feeling it, feeling the pressure
It
this weekend.
seemed that, I mean, at home against Boston,
Yeah,
I mean, there was like pure silence. It was dead silent when he would come up to the plate.
yeah,
And I think just I know Maris's family was there. His family was there. The fans are just
yeah.
ready to
It
explode.
was sold out every game this
Yeah,
series.
which I mean, Judge is a very calm, cool, and collected type of guy,
Yeah,
and I think that's one of my most favorite things about him. But I mean, obviously, he's going to deny that the pressure is not getting to him. But
yeah.
it, I
You
don't know.
have to.
I
It'd
think
be impossible to not feel that pressure.
no. I totally agree, and I think tonight is a very good like setback for him. Not that it's gonna not be crazy, but you're gonna be in anime territory. You're gonna have a lot of Blue Jays fans up there. But you're facing Kevin Gausman. Your numbers against him are top notch, insane. You got a good chance, and then you got Jose Barrios game 2, and then Mitch White game 3.
Yeah.
And Barrios and White both have over a 5 ERA on the year. Gausman is having a very solid year.
Oh yeah.
Um, but you have good numbers off him.
All right.
These are 3 pitchers who you're bound to hit. Barrios has not looked good all year. Take advantage of that. And he gives up the long ball a lot too.
Yeah, he does.
So, you know, take advantage of it. This is the time to do it. I mean, yeah, now does it suck that it's not going to be at home? Of course it is.
Yeah,
But, just take care of business up there, clinch the division, get judged his 2 home runs, and then get ready for October.
yeah. Then chill for the rest of the month. But
Exactly.
yeah. I think I think he'll probably hit one. I mean, we've been saying this every series, but
Hmm.
I think, like you said, it's not the pressure of every 50,000 Yankee fans
Yeah.
cheering for him, hoping that he's gonna hit an at bat or hit a home run every at bat. Um, it'll be more calm for him.
Hmm.
I It'll be better for him. But the pressure of those fans cheering so loud when he's out in the field too.
Yeah.
That's the main reason. That's the only reason why the stadium was full these past 4 games
Hmm.
was him,
Yeah,
and I
I
think he
agree.
realizes that. Um, yeah, I hope he just gets it out of the way at this point.
Yeah. Now, do you think, I don't want to say this, but do you think there's a chance that he doesn't do
I'm not gonna answer that question.
it? I don't know, man. I mean, it just, it,
I don't even want to put that out in the universe.
I don't either. It came in my head last night. I was analyzing all the games and getting ready, obviously making all the notes and everything. And I was just sitting there like, I, I'm not even gonna go more into it. I don't want to keep putting it out there, but let's just get it over and done with in these three games. I
Perfect.
do know that one of Roger Maris's sons, I believe it
Yeah.
is going to make the trip to Toronto.
They're so lucky. What's up with
Yeah,
that?
I
They
know.
get to go to all these games for free.
hmm
The Yankees
Yeah.
bring them, send them, whatever, and they just get to
hmm
go.
Yeah.
They're
Yep.
probably like, can he just hit it already so we don't have to keep traveling all over the place?
Yeah. I yeah. It's it's still cool to see,
Yeah.
Maris's family there. Obviously we talked about this last episode, but 61 holds a very special place in my heart. It's my favorite movie ever. So seeing this all unfold is just it's so cool. It's
Yeah.
so crazy.
It's
And
amazing.
then of course, shout out to Albert Pujols.
Oh yes.
Kind of doing the same thing Judge is right now.
Yeah.
Hit 700 the other day.
That was
Congrats to
amazing.
him. Legend,
That was
crazy.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's dive into this real quick. Who's your player of the series
Oh,
coming up?
Judge.
Judge. Okay. Yeah. That's who I was gonna go with
Okay,
too.
fine.
I
No, no, no,
mean,
I'll
because
switch it. I'll switch it. I'll be different. Um,
okay.
let's go Rizzo.
Okay. I like that. I do like that a lot. And it's hitting behind Judge. I feel
Yeah.
like he's gonna get more. So yeah, that's a great pick.
Yeah, why not?
Um, obviously Judge for me, but my kind of like just second pick, I'm just gonna put it out there real quick. Oswaldo Cabrera. I think he's gonna
Nice.
keep this up. I think it's gonna be good to see. Um, and how about predictions? How do you think this series is gonna go?
2 out of 3 at best.
Okay, that's yeah,
I
safe.
don't
I
think
like
they
that.
sweep.
No,
Blue
I don't think
Jays,
so either.
but the Yankees have won 7 in a row. I don't think we've like realized that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they are on their little hot streak again. I
Yeah,
mean, it's nice to see
yeah,
finally after that horrific August.
yeah.
But
But the Blue Jays are still they're the top wild card right now. So they have
mm,
I don't want to say they have more to play for because the Yankees still didn't clinch the division yet, but
yeah,
realistically they do. Like
mm,
I would say.
no, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
And this Blue Jays team is, I hate to say it, but they're extremely talented. I predicted them to win the division this year.
me too.
Obviously it didn't go out that way, but I'm never counting out this Blue Jays team. With that young core that they have with Bichette, Vlad, that absolute stud who I cannot stand, Alec Manoa. Um, it's tough to see them kind of just, I don't know. They're always gonna have fight in them, and we're gonna have
Right.
to deal with them for many, many years.
Yeah,
So just take care of business now, get it over and done with, clinch the division, then worry about them if you have to see them in October. Just get it
exactly.
over and done with. That's the way I look at it. So yeah,
Exactly.
I'm gonna go with 2 out of 3 as well.
I'm gonna hope for 2 out of 3. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 1 out of 3,
Me
but
neither.
we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, that wraps it up. And we'll be back on Thursday to recap this series. Peace.
Yeah.
See ya.
See ya.